Hello everybody and welcome to Algebra with Mr. Chavez. Today we're going to learn about perpendicular lines from a graph. So, which equation describes a line perpendicular to line S and passes through point 2, 6? First thing we want to look at. We know perpendicular means they intersect like a cross with four 90-degree angles. And it also has to pass through point 2, 6. So I'm going to label this point X and Y. But first thing we have to do is find the slope of this line. So I picked two bullseye points. The first one is 0, 3. And the second one is 1, 2, 3, 3, 1. Now that I have my points, I'm going to find the slope using the formula. y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Let me go ahead and input my points. So x1, y1, x2, y2. y2 is going to be 1, 1 minus y1 is going to be 3 over x2 is going to be 3. x1 is going to be 0. So then I could go ahead and simplify this. 1 minus 3 is negative 2 over 3 minus 0 is 3. So my slope is going to be negative 2/3. Now that I have my slope and points, I could go ahead and use the point slope form, which is y minus y1 equals mx minus x1. So let's go ahead and input our information into the formula. So we know y minus y1, you can pick whichever point you want. I'm going to use this one right here. So y1 would be 3 equals, my slope is negative 2/3, x minus parentheses, my x is 0. So now let's go ahead and get rid of our inside parentheses. So this will be y minus 3 equals negative 2/3 x minus 0. So we're just going to put minus 0. Finally, simplify my left and my right side. So y minus 3 equals negative 2/3 times x. Negative 2/3 times 0 gives you 0. Now, let's isolate the y. I'm going to add 3, and I'm going to add 3 over here. So y is equal to negative 2/3 x plus 3. So I found the equation of the line, which is y equals negative 2/3 x plus 3. Now, before we go to Desmos, what we're going to do is change these and get y by itself. So let's clear this up so we can continue working. So remember, the equation is y equals negative 2/3 x plus 3. On these right here, what we want to do is get the y by itself. To get y by itself, first thing I have to do is get rid of my x's. So the opposite of 3x is going to be minus 3x, minus 3x, 0 pair, negative 2y equals negative 6 minus 3x. Last thing I need to do is divide by negative 2. So for this one, it's going to be y equals negative 6 minus 3x over negative 2. Let's go ahead with the next one. Subtract my x's. Minus 2x. Draw my line. 0 pair. Plus 3y equals 12 minus 2x. divide by 3. So this one is going to be y equals 12 minus 2x over 3. All right, next one. Minus 2x, minus 2x. Draw my line. 2x minus 2x equals 0 pair. Plus 3y equals 9 minus 2x. To get y by itself, I need to divide by 3. So y equals 9 minus 2x over 3. Last one. Minus 3x, minus 3x, 0 pair, minus 2y equals 14 minus 3x. To get y by itself, I'm going to divide by negative 2. Divide by negative 2. So the final answer is going to be y equals 14 minus 3x divided by negative 2. Now that I have all my equations with y isolated, I could go ahead to Desmos and graph them. So let's go ahead to Desmos. So remember guys, to get to the Desmos, we're going to click on the Desmos on your teacher's Pear Deck. And it should say Desmos Texas Star version. Now that we're on here, the first thing I'm going to do is plot my point, which is going to be 2,6, enter. All right, the reason why I plotted my point is because remember, the line has to cross this exact point. Now we're going to input our answer choices. So we're going to go ahead and put y equals divide. And on top, we're going to put negative 6 minus 3x over negative 2. Enter. So that's the first answer choice. Let's go to the next one. Y equals the divide sign. 12 minus 2x over 3. Enter. Let's go to the third one. Y equals slash 9 minus 2x over 3. And then the last one, we have y equals 14 minus 3x over negative 2. Just by doing this, we see that only one of them crosses the point. So let's go ahead and cross out the other answer choices. So the black one, which is D, is wrong. The purple one, which is C, is wrong. And the green one, which is B, is wrong. Just to be on the safe side, let's go back and make sure it answers all the requirements of the question. Which equation describes a line perpendicular to line S and passes through point 2,6? Well, we see this line crosses the point, but is it perpendicular to line S? Let's go ahead and input the original equation. So y equals negative 2 over 3 x plus 3. And yes, this line is perpendicular because it makes 4 right angles, or in other words, it makes a cross. So my answer is going to be A. If you have any questions, please let us know.